Alright, here's the video review for the ThreeZero MDLX Megatron action figure. And it is an action figure. It doesn't transform, although it has a few gimmicks. One thing to note is that if you've been collecting the line, they generally come in like tall rectangular packages that prominently feature the character with a tray behind the character underneath them with all the accessories. Megatron himself, and it'll probably be the same for Starscream as well, I think, comes in a much larger box, much more square with all the accessories off to the side. I think I would have liked to prefer the same, even if it were a bigger box, the same aesthetic as or design cues as the previous ones, where it's just a rectangle around the figure with the pieces behind it. But it's there. I don't know all the considerations that go into packaging. There may have very well been an easy way to do that. Maybe you could stack more in a pallet or package them more efficiently or ship them better for the size that they are. I don't know. They know what they're doing. It's just one of the things that I noticed as a departure from, admittedly, the only two figures we've gotten so far. I guess Cliffjumper 2, 3 figures that have previously been released with the Bumblebee mold and the Optimus Prime mold. Anyway, here's Megatron. He's shiny. He's cool. He's clearly Megatron. He's got a cool fusion cannon. He's got dual hinge elbows. We'll get to that in a minute. But I'll give a quick turnaround. Lots of nice detail on him here. And it looks like Megatron. He comes with alternate fists. So he comes with fists, but he's got alternate hands. You've got a little open hand. I haven't put this hand on here yet, so it's a little soft. But like just some kind of relaxed open fists for each side. Actually, that's more of a grabbing hand for this side. And then he's got two kind of, okay, I didn't push that on all the way, two kind of relaxed hands, one for each side. So he's got one more closed hand, one slightly more relaxed hand. There's one left hand that's closed like this, slightly open relaxed hand for both sides. We're just going to pop off one here. Make sure this one goes all the way on this time. There's a little, I both like and hate that little double ball joint system, especially when it's so tiny, because it can be a pain to get it to stay straight as you attach a fist. You can get the two closed fists, obviously. And then for this hand, he also has a pointing hand on the right side. So yeah, you can have him point at something if you want. We're going to go ahead and put his fist back on. All right. So those are the extra hands you get. Also, the accessories you get is Fusion Cannon, which comes unattached. It does come off. You can see there's a couple pegs there that go into his arm. And then this back cannon accessory also comes unattached. So there's the base figure. He's got double ball joint at the neck, ball joints at the shoulders, it looks like. Maybe a double ball joint at the shoulder as well. Bicep swivel, dual hinge elbows, that double ball joint at the wrist. He's got waist swivel. He's got little flaps here that lift up, and unlike on Optimus Prime, his side flaps and rear flaps are separate pieces. On Optimus, this piece could rotate out, but it was attached to this piece here, and it was a little awkward. Thigh swivel, hips in both directions. He's got ball joints. He's got a swivel on the actual hinge, and then there's a ball joint into the crotch. Dual hinge legs that actually get a pretty decent range of motion. And then you got a ball joint there in the foot as well. So and the cannon actually comes separated into two pieces like this. So you've got some different configuration options for your cannon. You got the base fusion cannon like that, which you've already seen attached to him. You can take you can actually leave this attached to the back. This just plugs in right here into this rectangular peg. But you can take this longer barrel piece off from his back barrel. And if you want, you can attach it to the front of the fusion cannon to make it look more like Armada Megatron's cannon. And we'll show you what that looks like attached here. You can also pull this barrel off and attach this part just right here to give him a skinnier cannon like that. So it's your preference. I like to keep them all in kind of full G1 Megatron design looking mode, but you have options if you want to do something different. We mentioned Optimus a second ago. Real quick, here he is with MDLX Optimus. They look really cool together. Just to show those off. But yeah, I mean, like I said, he's very posable. He's very cool. He looks like Megatron. I like seeing these two together on the shelf. The Starscream's looking great. Using the Starscream pieces to attach to Optimus to make him look like Starscream in disguise is actually a cool idea that they've been showing some pictures of. They've also showed off pictures of both Thundercracker and Skywarp coming out, so that'll be cool. Hot Rod is in development and should be out soonish. I thought he was actually supposed to be out before now, but I guess he got pushed back. Anyway, there is MDLX Megatron. He's very cool. He's a very nice representation of the character. Very shiny. I love the head sculpt. His head sculpt's a little smoother than his helmet generally is, but it really works with the rest of the design. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. It is ThreeZero MDLX Megatron. Come on. Don't do that right at the very end. Camera. Anyway, he's cool.